Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to use future pacing, and future pacing is a fun technique you can use on yourself and on other people. We're going to concentrate on using it on yourself. You actually probably had it used on you already. It's something called a post-hypnotic suggestion. So if someone said you'd never be any good at something, that's setting you up to be no good for it unless you're mega stubborn. And post-hypnotic suggestions have a lot in common with future pacing. They're basically telling you what's going to happen or what could happen in the future. It's not crystal ball reading. But equally, if you've ever read or seen something that asks you to imagine what something would be like, usually in a few days or weeks or months, once you've completed X, Y, Z, then that's future pacing as well. Weight loss programs do it all the time. They tell you that by following their program for a short time, and usually they're going to go for days or weeks because they know you're not going to follow it for ages, then you'll be slimmer and happier. Make money sales letters do it all the time as well. There are pictures of success, fast cars, big houses, yachts, all there for the taking if only you follow what's being sold, honest. And they do it because future pacing works. Our minds can't tell the difference between something that's real and something that's vividly imagined. That's why you jumped out of your skin when that dinosaur step echoed onto the soundtrack in Jurassic Park and the screen shuddered and you were shuddering as well. And why people like movies and roller coasters and all sorts of other escapes from reality. And by using future pacing, you can turn this to your advantage. If it's your first time, start small. Whilst it's possible to do almost anything, and if you look around you, almost everything you see created is something that we imagined first. Okay, nature imagined some of the stuff, but we've imagined the rest. But while it's possible to do almost anything, it doesn't mean you're ready to do it. So just like you crawled before you walked, start small. In your mind, go forward to an event that's going to take place. Choose something soon. The next few days or weeks are a good place to start. You can stretch the timescale further and become better at it as you practice more over the coming weeks and months. And notice how I've used future pacing in that last sentence. I've told you you're going to become better, and I've told you you're going to practice more over the coming weeks and months. It's at its simplest, it is that simple. And simple tricks like that really do work nicely. They slip underneath the barriers that our conscious mind puts up to protect us, and they're often unnoticed by our subconscious mind as well, or at least uncontested by it. Our conscious mind does its best to stop us doing anything too stupid. That includes setting ourselves up for a fall. Our subconscious mind follows orders so long as it thinks they're in our best interest. Otherwise, it will pretty much conveniently ignore them. And that's one of the reasons those weight loss programs never seem to work as well in the real world, because our subconscious is protecting us from starvation, even if it means we're getting fatter. Because there's always tomorrow. So pick something smallish for your first few attempts at future pacing yourself. Maybe smiling at everyone you make contact with in a given hour or day. And actually that's quite good to do anyway, as long as you don't go grinning inanely like a Cheshire cat. Just smile pleasantly and be more friendly than usual. Even if you're normally pretty friendly, be more friendly. It's always possible. See yourself smiling and easily making small talk where it's appropriate, and notice the reaction of people. And depending on where you're doing this, some people may try to avoid you, so it's probably not something to do on the London Underground or New York subway. But shops are fair game. Notice how people are pretty much instantly friendly, or even the grumpiest cashiers and whatever. Notice how you get better service from cashiers and waitresses and even those normally aloof coffee shop baristas who, if you can't pronounce the particular coffee thing correctly, you're obviously not really worthy to be served, but they'll do it eventually. Maybe get a slightly bigger portion of something, or an unexpected freebie, or just friendly. And that's always it's a nice boost. Go through this in your head. Practice it. You can close your eyes if you want to, and obviously only do that if it's safe to do so. We can just go into daydream mode. We do daydream mode all the time, consciously or unconsciously. Do it consciously this time. Run through the future scene in your head several times, pretty much until you're word perfect, even if you don't know the words the other person's going to say. Personally, I like to pretend it's playing on a great big IMAX screen and I'm sitting in a cinema. Other people like to step into their imagination, if they can pronounce it, and become part of it. Play around and see which you prefer, or pick another technique. It doesn't matter as long as you actually do it. And know that you're joining some of the top people in the world, past and present and future. Tiger Woods does it for his golf games. Einstein did it when he rode on a beam of light, and quite a lot of other occasions. Lots of scientists, in fact, do it whether they admit it or not. And lots of famous and not so famous people use future pacing and this kind of mental theatre to turn their ideas from ideas into reality. You can do the same. As I said earlier, start small. Helps to prove to your conscious and unconscious minds that this works, then build up. Don't worry about being perfect either, no one is. Just do the best you can, and remember that the more you practice future pacing yourself, the better you'll get. If you'd like help with this and lots of other self-help techniques, click the link below this video. You'll find links to all sorts of other self-help things. They're all quite nifty tricks, and yeah, they're tricks sort of, but they work. So click the link below this video and join me for lots more adventures. Thanks for watching.